connecting the carbon dots, blueprinting Chennai's 2030 target. Let me take a few minutes to set the context for this particular webinar. And the context is twofold. In the context of the country, India, and in the context of city Chennai. And of course, they are interconnected. As many of you know, we are doing this webinar series for the past 2 years. And this is 83rd webinar. And over 400 urban experts, specialists, administrators, community groups have used this platform to share their views, perspectives on many subjects under one overarching theme, which is called rethinking cities, and largely rethinking Indian cities. Let me kind of give you my reasons why we think it is time to rethink our cities. And I have very quickly 4, 5, or 6 reasons why one is saying this. One is this, that India, and that includes its government, its people, its professionals, have not understood its urban challenge sufficiently. I'm not saying not understood at all, not understood sufficiently. Second thing is this, the response, therefore, is inadequate, and the Indian cities are not what they should be. Third is this, that evidence is not hard to find. Just about every sector of the urban world here is a matter of deep concern and even some amount of worry, and be that pollution, destroyed rivers, slums, ever-expanding informal sector, housing stress, governance, municipal finance, just take anything, and it's a matter of concern and worries. Fourth point is this, not meeting the challenge in a proper way has a very huge cost in terms of quality of life of millions of people, especially the poor and the low-income groups, and also impact on the $5 trillion economy ambition of the country. That's the fifth reason. And other reason I'm saying is this, and I think that could be contested, the conventional sources, which includes government, professionals, private sector, academic community, they do not look like producing any new areas, ideas, initiatives that would change the narrative. And I'm not saying that nothing is happening. If you can't do that. There's a smart city mission, there's a Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, there's Swachh Bharat, and there's many other things. Issue is this, that in face of the enormity and complexity of the problem, they do not look like delivering the challenge that we have. Now, it is in that context that we started working on this webinar series. And we thought that conventional solutions, conventional ways of working is not going to deliver. What we require is a paradigm shift. We require new ways of thinking and new ways of finding solutions. And we have been saying for a long time that in order for proper response to emerge, we require a multi-fronted, a multi-organization, societal partnership. That includes Sarkar, that includes professional, but we require the larger society involved in the process of finding solutions. So that is the framework within which this webinar series has been started. The second important reason, and I'm sure, is this, that we are supposed to create a support constituency for a project that we have started in Chennai. and we call that project Climate Chennai. The idea is to look at what Chennai as a city is doing to prepare for itself in order to meet the climate challenge. We are trying to understand what city is doing, trying to understand, share what is happening, try and kind of connect those people who are trying to do things, communicate, and try and find gaps which exist, which could be filled in. This particular webinar is in that context, is to let people know what is happening, let people kind of know about the work we're trying to do, and then try and kind of look at, if for a period of next 2-3 years, how could we put our energies together so that Chennai is better prepared to meet this challenge. It is in that context that this particular webinar is taking place, and I'm very delighted that all of you are here with enormous knowledge, understanding, and depth of the subject, and we look forward to hearing you. This, as you know, is just the beginning. We essentially are going to run many more, but let us start today and hear you in terms of what you have to say and how do we start. Thank you very much.